are back on set again for Nigeria Superfans Forum. My name is Oluwafemi Ashaolu. Of course, today you can see the changes around us. Of course, we are moving up. And thanks to your support, of course, you've been there with us, our numerous fans, for all the several months. And of course, your comments have continued to keep coming to us. And don't forget, like we always say, please indicate wherever you are reaching us from around the world. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And Kayode Ogundare is in the studio. But quickly, let's give you the sneak peek of what we'll be looking at today. We'll be looking at the WAFCON, of course, the Super Falcons of Nigeria. They will be looking to redeem themselves. They are the defending champion. But remember, of course, they unfortunately lost to the Bayana of South Africa in that first game. It ended 2-1. And they have a date with destiny with Botswana because that game will determine if they will remain in that competition. They need at least a win, not even a draw, because at this moment, a draw would not suffice for them. And of course, we'll be looking at Ghana. Good news, great news coming from, I know the Ghanaians are really happy right now because FIFA have passed 5 players, including, I could say, Atletico Bilbao legend Inaki Williams, because Inaki Williams has played all his life at that Spanish club. So he has been passed alongside 5 other players to play for the Black Stars of Ghana. So Ghana, I'm sure they will be building a very strong, formidable team for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. And we'll be looking at another sad case of match fixing in Africa regarding 2 Sierra Leonean clubs. Very sad. This one's even worse than a cricket score that Kayode usually talk about on the show. How could you defeat another team 95-1 in a football game and a player scoring 30 goals? Very, very sad. Let me quickly be Kayode on. Kayode, a player scoring 30 goals. I don't know, maybe it's called 10 hat-tricks. I wouldn't know.
Maybe it's also funny. But first things first, congratulations to you, to me, to the producer, and the entire team.
Yeah.
This brand new studio.
Marvelous.
Marvelous.
I got here today and I thought I lost my way for a moment until I saw Nigeria Superfans Forum.
It was supposed to be a surprise for you, the AC, the ambience and everything. I'm happy that we have come this far, like you said, from where we used to be. We are not where we want to be, but we are not where we used to be.
Yeah.
So this is progress, and for me,
it's a step at a time.
In the right direction. Yeah. Hopefully our viewers will also like it. Let's hear your views about this.
This wonderful studio.
I like it already. Anyway, I like it.
But we have to say thanks to you because you had your Oga Patapata in the house. We need to let people know. Then the producer.
Femi, you like putting me on this spot. Okay. Yeah, I take that because I am thanks to you too for your.
No, I'm telling them. Even if you don't want to take it, I'm telling them already. Okay, let's start with WAFCON, Kayode.
Yeah.
The Super Falcons have a date with destiny. Seriously, we'll be coming to the Oshuala issue. How massive of a miss that will be for the Super Falcons. But let's talk about that game. Randy Waldrum said he will be ringing changes in the team because, after that defeat to South Africa, he said he'll be looking at individual players' performance and look at changes. But now he has said he will be making changes.
Definitely, he has to. Femi, let's start from the fact that this has been the worst start to an outcome for the Super Falcons since 1998.
Since the first edition.
Since the first tournament edition. This has been that after a game we are third. It has never happened before. And I checked the league, I checked the standings, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are we talking about Nigeria Super Falcons in 3rd position?" Of course, you know that
it's the reality of what you've been saying.
That
other teams are fast catching up.
The point. Although a lot could still change at the end of this game, this second round of games, a lot could still change. The Super Falcons could find themselves top of the table back, or second, or they will still remain where they are, or worst case scenario, still go down to 4th. Nothing is sorted out yet. It is what it is. Now they are condemned to win. Femi, there are no two ways about it. And this is not about being boastful. They do not have a choice but to win. First, we have to agree that they have to win. Secondly, by whatever margin. Then thirdly, they have to win handsomely. Handsomely, when I mean handsomely, I mean by number of goals.
Yeah.
Then fourthly, they have to win with good football.
In order to convince that they're actually in the tournament for a business.
Yes. They have to play better than they did against South Africa because the performance against South Africa was lethargic. Like I said, I do not believe that they played badly out of bad. let me use the word bad. No,
not that extreme.
No, my kids will always say it's either good or bad or bad. So they did not play bad. So, but you need to know what, that is why you are the Super Falcons of Nigeria, Africa's #1 team. You have to raise your game. Brazil, for example, will not take any excuse from their team. They believe they are the best team anytime, any day. So when they go out to play, they want to win and win in style. So we expect nothing less from the Super Falcons. I keep saying, and I've said this over a long period of time, that we are taking our eyes off the ball. They have allowed other teams to catch up with them. Now they have to show the resilience of champions. They have to come out, beat Botswana. And Femi, you know what? I think it is a doable job. It's something that they can do.
Okay. Kayode, let's look at it. They have 13 players who are just making their tournament debut for the Super Falcons in this tournament. Do you think that maybe in some way has affected affected their performance against South Africa? Because when you look at Desiree Ellis, she's been with this team for a while. So she's worked with the players that she thinks fit what she has in mind for the Bayana. Do you think Wadrom bringing in 13 new players into the Super Falcons affected their performance against South Africa?
On the contrary, I think it is Wadrom being new to the team that cause for concern. It shows like he doesn't know the team that too well, because don't forget that when the provisional list for this competition was announced, he left out Gift Monday. That's why, she plays at home.
The Rivers Queen lady.
She plays at home, but that's like, she reminds me now of a certain...
and she's been nominated for Young Player of the Year by CAF.
You need to see that girl play.
Of course.
You need to see that girl play. Even when they play the CAF Champions League, Women Champions League,
yeah,
she stood out.
Yeah.
So that shows that, and she has been like, under Wadrom, she has been like the highest goal scorer now, under Wadrom. Despite the fact that she plays at home. So I don't understand why that girl should be left out in the first place. Luckily, reason prevailed. She was recalled and she's in this team. I expected to see her against South Africa at a point in time. She wasn't there.
But now that Oshoala is out.
The shadow of Oshoala is large, huge over the team. Because of her pedigree, because of her talent. Let's not take that.
So now that has been taken out,
the others can express themselves. Monday Gift will come into this team, and I tell you, Africa has not seen anybody like this girl before.
Let's talk about Asisat Oshoala. Yes. NFF referred to her injury. They said she suffered a grade 2, whatever. The NFF described it as sad news. Yes. How massive of a miss do you think she will be for the Falcons in this tournament?
The fans said she doesn't play well for the Super Falcons.
But you said we should forget them.
No, that's what they said. So they should not miss her.
No, we are talking about reality now.
Honestly, joking apart, it's a sad one. Very, very unfortunate that Oshoala has to go out of the competition. One, because players and injury, they are not a good mix. This is where she ends her living. We do not pray for anybody to be injured. Even with the opposition, we don't pray for injuries. One. Then secondly, a player of Oshoala's caliber, if she's on the pitch, as long as she's on the pitch, she is a threat, whether she gets to score or not. As long as her shadow is on the pitch, even if she's on the bench, is a threat to the opposition. Now she's out of the competition. I learned she's going back.
She's going to Barcelona.
To Barcelona on Thursday. So for me, it is a sad one for Nigeria too. But the redeeming feature now is that we do not lack players to take that place. Like I said, I've mentioned what's her name now?
Monday
Gift. I keep talking about that girl because I'm so excited about her. I've seen her. Then we have Rasheedat Ajibade
who got that goal.
Not seen play because she also lives under the shadow of Oshoala. Now she will be a home woman. There's an Alimat Ahide in the middle of the park. There's this other player, the number 4 shirted player. She's new to the team, but she impressed me a lot. And then, of course, my new girlfriend, Ashley Ponter. I love her work rate. I love everything about her.
Does that mean you have one old girlfriend somewhere? You said new girlfriend.
Yeah, she's my latest girlfriend.
Okay, latest. There are let's talk about Onome Ebi. Yes. A lot of people have also said Onome Ebi should retire from the Falcons. She's 39. She has won 4 AFCON titles. She started with the team in 2003, and at 39, she does not even have a club.
Are they advocating that she retires from the team because she doesn't have a club or because of her age?
Of her performance against South Africa, especially.
See, the performance against South Africa was a team one. She made her own mistakes. One, as a captain, at the beginning, she was the key man in the key woman now.
Yes.
She was the key woman in the heart of the defense. Yeah, there's an age you get to, even if you're a man, that to turn your waist.
Your legs will not be able to even carry you anymore.
The problem. So she got caught out. She got caught out because the first goal after Plumter had been dispossessed, she should have been the one to step in, but she was a little tentative. She got there a little bit late and the player had already scored. The second one also had her imprint on it. Of course, she redeemed herself a bit by assisting Nigeria's goal. So for me, she has her redeeming features too. You cannot just throw her out like that. I expect this to be her last AFCON, but she's here. We cannot retire her now. So let her play this, and then we take it from there.
Coyote, I saw the nomination by CAF for the 2022 African Women Player of the Year. South Africa had 7 I meant. Nigeria has 4. I think that tells the gulf that there is, as far as I'm concerned, there is even no longer gulf between Nigeria and South Africa when it comes to women football. It's a canal.
No, but seriously, I am not surprised. It
tells you the fact that there is no more gap. It's been breached already.
It is. Yeah, I think
because South Africa got more nominations than even Nigeria.
Their players have done absolutely well. Let's not deceive ourselves. We've talked about this before. They've done. In fact, their favorites after beating Nigeria, their favorites going to win this competition even before it started. But they showed it by beating Nigeria that they know what they are all about. The coaches are thinking. You understand? I always make that reference. You have to be a thinking coach.
I think Okredi has to go to this area list. I think the woman
she's been around. She's seen things with the team. So I am not begrudging South Africa their nominations. They only deserved it. The Nigerian players are also not way behind. Because you know why you are saying this, Femi? Because we find ourselves in an unfamiliar position, playing second field to South Africa. That's why you're saying this. Having 4 nominations is huge, massive. There are countries who don't have one. But the fact is, now on the balance of play and everything, the South Africans are ahead of everybody.
Let's quickly give you a result of matches that were played in the past few days. Burkina Faso lost to Senegal 1-0. Uganda, of course, they lost to Morocco 3-1. Then Cameroon and Togo, they finished 1-0. In fact, Togo scored early in that game. And of course, a player made history in that game. I'm talking about Afi Akpefa Wediko. She scored Togo's first game ever in Women Africa Cup of Nations. And of course, Zambia defeated Tunisia 1-0. Coyote.
You know the funny thing? I saw those games. The Zambians, like I told you in the last program, have been one of the teams that have impressed me a lot. They lost the penalty.
Despite Barbara Banda's suspension from the tournament.
I told you that the sum of the team is greater than the unit, the parts. They've shown that now. They lost the penalty at a very crucial stage. You expect them to have their heads down and now lose and have that as an excuse for losing. But no, they never gave up.
They kept pushing.
They kept pushing until the 90th minute. Where they got that.
I saw the way they celebrated that
yes,
goal.
I also celebrated with them. Femi, it was a moment of magic for them. And they showed that they deservedly won that game. Togo, Cameroon, I saw the game too. I told you in the last program too that even though Togo lost scandalously, that they are a team to watch. They were naive.
It was a penalty. I think it was from the spot at least.
No,
it was a goal.
You did not make a goal scoring attempt. You will not get a penalty. I tell people, penalties come from offensive football. If you stay in your own half, you will not get penalties. They were about to score when the foul was Yes, that's what it means. So for me, Togo have also shown that they can mix it up with the big boys. Cameroon have played to drawn 2 now. You understand? Luckily, they could be the third team out of that group. But it's all looking good. It's all looking good. And Morocco, they've been Morocco. Impressive.
I was even going to say that. You took that out of my mouth. Yes. Morocco and Senegal, of course, they see the quarterfinal spot.
Senegal's game against Burkina Faso was tight, edgy. They won by the odd goal, penalty too. But like I always say, they deserved it. That's why they got the penalty. For the Moroccans, they showed why they are hosts.
I'm tripping for Morocco already.
They put their opponents in their place properly. That's how I like the teams to win. Properly, they won. And for me, it's been a very, very good tournament so far on the basis of goal scoring and the kind of football. Those who are averse to women football will tell you, what are they playing? No, I've seen some very, very intelligent footballers in this competition so far, and I wish everybody will watch.
So, Super Falcons against Botswana, you think the Super Falcons should do the job very well?
They don't have a choice. Femi, they do not have a choice. As a matter of fact, they dare not do it.
Are you threatening the player?
Well, I do not make threats. I make statements.
You make statements?
Yeah, they dare not. Fine, but someone will come into the game pumped up because of their win against Burundi. But they dare not do it. They have to.
Of course, they also know what is at stake.
That is the point.
Let's quickly go on a brief break. Now we're about to talk about what is happening in Ghana. There is so much frenzy in that country right now, particularly in the GFA, because they know that they already have, it's looking formidable on paper for that country as they begin preparation for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Remember, Inaki Williams, Tariq Lamptey, they are now in the fold. So Otuado has enough option to look at as he prepares the team for the Mondial in Qatar. We'll be back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and it's still Nigeria Super Fans Forum. Before we get started in this second part of the show, let's quickly take a few of your comments, even though they roll on the screen. And a few of your comments have actually been as regarding the ongoing WAFCON, the performance of the Super Falcons in the first game against the Bayana of South Africa. And this one from Abiodun Akindele, he said, what pains me more is the fact that the South African coach said they would defeat the Falcons, and they did. Shame to Falcons, they are no longer super. Kayode. People are really angry. And this one from VD Blood, the fellow said, I don't know whether it is male or female, he said, I love your analysis. You are one of the few Nigerians that really see wasn't happening in women's African football without being biased. It's not that Nigerians are bad, but they just played against a very good team. That means the Falcons are not good enough. That is what the person is saying. And this one from Professor Emmanuel Kanem, he said, nothing to be very upset about. They can and will win the cup. The major problem were the lack of linkage between the midfield and the attack. The attack also lacked the power that Okparanuze brings into the attack. They can only improve with subsequent matches. That brings this to my mind. Desire Okparanuze's exclusion from the team. How did you take it?
Well, I don't want to...
You know, I think she's been having issues with the NFL. Something
I don't like giving excuses. If the Super Falcons fail to win this cup,
excuse me,
I do not want to believe it is because
Okparanuze wasn't in the squad.
Okparanuze wasn't there, or that Oshuala left. There are more than 3/4 of the or 4/4 of the team in this competition lack half of the firepower that Nigeria have, even without Oshuala and Okparanuze. But hey, Okparanuze is a player you always want in your team. She has always been at loggerheads with the Football Federation. Eventually, I learned she had to be excused. Although some said she was dropped. But what I learned reliably was that she has to be excused from the team. Obviously, there were some inner wranglings that we are not privy to.
And it's been going on for a while now.
That led to that. Yeah, she's a player anybody would want in their team. And it's so unfortunate. I want to see more of our international team. I don't want this to be the end of our national team stay. I want to see more of her. If not now, then certainly later. If she's still on her side, she's still a very, very young girl. So I hope because like that commenter said, she brings power to the game.
Of course.
She's the kind of player that will give you a goal when you least expect. So if she were on that pitch against South Africa, we never can tell what would have happened. So we miss you, Desiree.
Okay, let's go to Ghana now. And this great news, not just good news, great news from the GFA president, Court Edwin Simeon Okraku. Of course, he wrote on Twitter, he said, Tariq Lamptey, Inaki Williams, Mohammed, Salisu, Stephan Ambrosius, Pfeffer and Ransford Yeboah. Ransford Yeboah, available for national team selection. Kayode, I saw the video, this brief video done by the GFA for Inaki Williams announcing his switch of nationality. Of course, he played for Spanish under 21. And Let me just create a brief, just a small portion of that comment. He said, as a son and as a brother, today a new challenge begins. From now on, I will defend Ghana's T-shirt with all my will. While I give my best, I am one of the Black Stars. Kayode.
Yeah, he is a Black Star. He is a Black Star. Nothing can change that.
You know, he was not even originally in the picture. You know, I know the JFA has been working on some players, trying to convince them to switch nationality.
We talked about him in the past.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the face of everyone like part of the players that GFA has really been.
The ones that have even been in our consciousness that we've talked about are still not yet ready. The Odoi.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Odoi particularly.
And Nketia that we've talked about.
Of course,
in this program.
yeah.
But see, I said this then, and I'm going to repeat it now, Femi, that as I welcome everybody, they have a right. They are Ghanaians, like every other person. So they have a right, regardless of where they were born, to play for the national team, if they merit it. That's a big condition for me. You should not just bring them in and sacrifice team balance simply because you want this player and that player.
I was going to say that.
Team balance is important. The synergy.
They need to know how to deal with players who will be displaced from the team.
Definitely, Femi, you know what is scary? This is July. The World Cup is in November. We're talking about 4 months. The team will not get together until maybe
September for AFCON qualifier again.
AFCON qualifier and the pre-World Cup training camp.
Yeah.
I remember a former Super Eagles defender who was born abroad in England, Ruben Agbola.
Okay.
He played in the 1992 Nations Cup.
The fair Ruben Agbola.
Yeah, fair Ruben, the Oyibo, the first Oyibo won. Although there had been some before him too, anyway. So he told me that the first time he came to play for Nigeria, it was a totally different experience for him. This was somebody who had been playing in the old first division in England, who was used to 40,000, 50,000 fans. But he said when he came, it was a culture shock for him. The team, they were in the team bus going from the hotel to the National Stadium. That when he saw the crowd, the fans eating the bus, he panicked. He thought
they were doing that out of excitement.
He thought they had come to attack them. So there are a whole lot of adjustment that he needed to do before he became a part of the team. If you go to currently, if you go to the Super Eagles camp now, Femi, you see that these foreign-born players, they stick together. You always see Alex
Iwobi,
all of them,
Semi Ajayi,
all of them banding together because their childhood, their worldview is a bit different from the ones who were born here. They are a team. I'm not saying that they segregate themselves, but they naturally gravitate towards each other. When we're in the Super Eagles camp, you see Ola waiting up for Alex Iwobi, waiting for Aribo, waiting for even Leon Balogun and what's his name? Ekong. They naturally gravitate together. You understand? So those are the things that
they are Ajebos indeed.
No, not really Ajebos. They are the ones that think the same way. Their upbringing and everything are in the same line. So like the Nigerians are happy go free, they come, they want to have fun, they want to be funny, make a lot of people laugh. These people are a bit reserved. Yes, so if you're in the team bus now, somebody like Kelechi Iheanacho is the singer for the team. He sings, he crowd, he's seen as a comedian or Nazi before him. These other players are like they sit down, they enjoy the show. But they are not.
They just stay back and watch.
So now, going into this World Cup, now, if the purpose of bringing these players is because of the World Cup, they need a lot of adjustment to beating to get them integrated into the team as quickly as possible, and not on the field alone, because it's just a minor part.
That's help them to socialize.
Exactly, Femi.
To get integrated into the team,
into the social life of the team too, because. See, Ghanaians.
That helps. It helps on the field.
Whether you are in Suyani or Tamale, Accra, Cape Coast, Sekondita, Koradi, all of them, they have a commonality. There's this thing that is Ghanaian about them. It's different from those who are born abroad. Even if you grow up in Suyani or I grew up in the Volta region, there's this thing that you know that this is Ghanaian, this is who we are, regardless of your region, but it is totally different from those who are born abroad. So that's why I think they should be careful not to sacrifice team balance. Team balance is very, very important, and it's not on the pitch, because if you do not connect off the pitch, it is difficult to connect on the pitch.
I agree
It is
totally.
very difficult to
I
connect
agree
on the
totally.
pitch if you do not connect off the pitch. That's where the first socialization takes place. When you get onto the team, you don't go straight to the pitch. You first stay in the camp, in the hotel, on the training
Try to mingle
pitch,
with the players,
mingle
with
with
your
them.
colleagues.
You don't have to separate these players, make these ones feel they are this, they are this. No. There's a common cause. We want to defend the flag of Ghana. That's why I said I support Inaki Williams, that he is a black star. They are all black stars. They have to play like the black stars. Not only play on the pitch, they have to also gel off the pitch. They have to become friends. Most of the Nigerian players, for example, now they played under 17, under 20, under 23 together. So when you are bringing in anybody, he has to come in as an outsider.
You know, I know the Super Eagles, they have a kind of induction they do for players.
Yes.
You have to sing.
They do it everywhere.
You have to sing.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure Ghana too,
Yes,
they also have something like that.
They are trying to make you break the ice, make you welcome. So when they ask you to sing and dance as a welcome dance for you, they just want to help you break the ice. But it goes beyond that. You should, as much as they want to welcome you, you are part of the team, you should also make yourself lovable. You should make them want you to be a part of the team. But the moment you start seeing yourself as I am Inaki Williams, I am Tariq Lamptey, there is a big problem there.
Okay, Kayode, let's quickly talk about how massive this is going to be. Let's assume the GFA gets this done rightly. How massive is that going to be for Ghana going to the World Cup?
On paper, massive.
Come on, Kayode, be optimistic.
No, I am. Honestly, Femi, I am. On paper, massive. There's no roster that you see. Tariq Lamptey, he was one of my favorite left backs in the Premier League last season. As smallish
The
as
pace,
the pace,
energy.
the energy, the trickery.
Yeah.
He is one of my favorites last season. So if you have a Tariq Lamptey, you have an Inaki Williams, you have all of these players on your roster.
And you have Salisu Mohammed also in your defense.
Elegant
with
Salisu,
Jiku,
man.
with
That's the point.
Daniel Amate.
So for me, on paper, they are very, very formidable.
And you know, Ghana has even they've been missing the striker, so Inaki Williams can just rightly fit into
Exactly, on paper.
that. On paper.
But then, they now have to translate that onto the pitch. Hopefully, they get it right. I wish them all the best.
And Kayode, according to scorecard, they say Inaki Williams has played 233 consecutive La Liga games without missing a single game. A run stretching back to April 2006, and see so much energy that will be bringing to
energy. He has the tank. He can do all the runnings for them. I'm not doubting his ability. I'm not doubting his quality. I'm just saying you cannot exist in isolation. You have to play with people.
Yeah, of course.
Those 200
like he does at this club.
That's the point.
Yeah.
He has built a synergy, a relationship with those at the club. He now has to build one.
Transfer that to the national team.
Yeah.
Kayode, let's talk about what's happening in Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leone Football Association, they are investigating that as we leave the studio right now. It's even funny, Kayode. I don't know how FIFA or how other African, European teams will see African football. I really don't know. A team won 9-1 and another 9-5. Quickly, you're talking about the team. 91-1, okay. 91-1 and 95-0. Now, the teams are two matches involving Gulf FC versus Kokima Lebanon and Lumbembu United versus Kahula Rangers. Kayode, one of the two teams are fighting for promotion in the Sierra Leone Football League, and they needed the win. Apart from that, score as many goals as possible. And in one of the games, a player scored 30 goals. Kayode.
More than somebody was scoring a whole season.
In one of the games, the result was 7-1 at halftime. The referee was, I'm sure maybe the referee didn't get the picture of what was happening. He dropped the whistle. Then the fourth official had to take over because he was taken aback by how the lack of intensity from the other team. So I think he sensed match fixing incident. Then he dropped the whistle. Then the fourth official continued that game. So the Sierra Leone FA, they are currently investigating that situation. But Kayode, how sad can this be?
Femi, you know what? It would have been sad if it was not funny. And it would have been very, very funny if it was not this sad. If you want to
91-1, 95-0.
If you want to commit a crime, always try as much as you can to commit the perfect crime, as perfect as you can make it. But when you win 91, Femi, theoretically, what that means is that they scored a goal every minute and then into a time added on, which is not possible. It has been calculated that without the other team even getting involved, you need like 1 minute 30 seconds to get to go score and bring the ball back to restart the game. So that means it is not possible to score. So why can't you win 5-0, let the other team also win 4-0? Why 90-something that will always raise a flag? I bet you, Femi, if the Brazil national team should play a Kayode selected 11, they cannot beat us 50-0.
As long as I'm in there, they can't.
Come on.
So the Sierra Leone FA, they've said they will be, of course, applying FIFA and CAF rules against match fixing manipulation and any sort of it. And they said they have zero tolerance for such. I don't know. I think the two teams just ban them for life. Don't even
ban them, jail them.
I don't even think there should be any investigation. The four teams.
The officials, the players, the referees and assistants, even the people who watch the game. Everybody should be jailed. So
if you're a referee, if you are officiating a team that's already 40-0, you should say game over.
Of course, you just said it now. You will know when the match is fixed.
So what was he supposed to do at that time?
He should call it off. He should call it off.
The referee should call the match off.
Yes, he should call it off.
Is this in any of the FIFA rules?
Femi, he should call the attention of the match commissioner. That's the fourth official. He should call his attention. Of course, all of them are in on it. Femi, you cannot beat somebody 10-0 without flags being raised.
Of course.
Let alone 20, 30, 40. Okay, let me say something for you to know that the referee is in on it. Even if the other team is static, they are not playing, you will know that something is wrong. They are not attempting to attack, to mark you, to defend or anything.
Just standing and watching
the ball going to the net. You go there, pick it. No, now, Femi, credit us with some intelligence. Those people, everybody, including the fans who saw that game, everybody should be jailed.
Producer, please give us 1 more minute. Let's quickly run down African players who have moved in the current European windows. Of course, Sadio Mane, Liverpool to Bayern, Sebastian Haller, Ajax to Borussia Dortmund, Taiwo Awoniyi, of course, Berlin to Nottingham Forest, Osman Bukari, of course, Osman Bukari has left Ghent. Of course, he was on loan to Nantes last season, but he has perfected his permanent move to Red Star Belgrade. Then Frank Kessié, of course, your man has left AC Milan to Barcelona. Yeah. And now, Kari, we have pending deals. We have Hakim Ziyech. He's almost done now from Chelsea to AC Milan. Then our own Joe Aribo. This is almost done also. Rangers to Southampton. And Emmanuel Dennis is still not clear. He was not included in Watford preseason training, but he's been courted by West Ham. He's been courted by West Ham and Everton, because Everton, they want him to replace Richarlison, who has gone to Tottenham quickly. Tottenham.
It's good. I'm happy for our players. And when I say our players, I mean African players. Like I've always told you, when they move, when good things happen to them, I'm always excited because it's not easy out there. So when I see anything of joy that is happening to them in their career, I'm always very, very happy. I'm their #1 fan, and I pray that this continues.
Once again, thank you for coming.
It's always a pleasure. Once again,
and
what do you think about our
studio? Please let us know.
What do you think? I think we should do a video of our studio another time.
Yeah.
Certainly. What do you think about the studio? What do you think?
Please, let's get your feedback, and remember to indicate where you are reaching us from. And like we always say, if there's any issue regarding African football that you want us to talk about in your country, please just bring it to our attention. Of course, we do the best to give it some attention. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And to our Ghanaian viewers, what do you think about now that you have Inaki Williams and Tariq Lamptey and the rest of them, 5 of them, in the fold for the Black Stars? What do you think as you guys prepare for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar? And of course, our studio, please, let's get your feedback. What do you think? And until we come your way again, I say have fun for yourself. And to our Super Falcons, we wish them all the best and maximum 3 points in that game against Botswana. Bye for now.